Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about My Hero Academia on Season 6, which will be on Episode 20 or Episode 133. This episode right here was actually pretty awesome, and I'm looking forward to more. And I gotta hurry up and do this video, because I got another video, I got another series to watch since it got released a little earlier than expected. So, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that after the opening and recap, Izuku will later on save a mutant girl who's attacked by vigilantes who apparently is scared right now, or people with support items, But we had to Izuku calms them down and has All Might pick her up and take her to shelter safety, and so forth. We had to it that Izuku and the fifth user of One For All talk with each other for a bit. Well, Izuku thinks in his mind that he has to draw out the full power of One For All, otherwise he won't be able to change anything. Now, this is where another important scene comes into play. We get to see the other users of One For All, who apparently is having their heads to a wall. We had to it that the third user, or something like that, minor spoiler by the way, ends up telling the creator of One For All or something, or the first wielder of One For All, about how All For One's control was at its peak back then when quirks were alive, I don't know. But they realized that All For One was really dangerous at that time, and that the second user, which apparently is the leader of that resistance team, tried to fight against All For One because he was already dangerous and evil enough, and that his control was spreading unchecked, and if he wasn't stopped, everything would have gone to hell, and that is the truth. That's just how powerful All For One is, because All For One has been taking quirks here and there for his own gain, that kind of thing. But that aside, we have to that the second user talks to the first user saying, that we've been fighting against your brother for a long time, and we had to sacrifice so many people for that. Reminds me of a character back of a certain series that I know of. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about, you'll understand, because this guy voices that same character in that series, that kind of thing. And it's really cool to see how the third and second user are being voiced right now, and it's really impressive. Not too bad. But that aside, the second user of One For All says, hey, you know very well we want to bring down your brother, or I want to bring him down, and I had to sacrifice so many people for it, because in the end result, it's either victory or losing or loss. And now you're asking us to help some boy's delusion about saving an arch enemy. It's really stupid. And I understand that. I really, really do, because when you're trying to save an arch enemy, you're risking thousands, if not millions, possibly billions of lives to just to save this one person that's not worth it, But you know how Izuku is. He would rather at least try to save Shigaraki and help him before killing him if he can't do so, etc., But we had that the first user of One For All says, if it was really stupid, why did you save me back then, Because this is where it was very important as well, even though it was short and not really important to many people. Because we all know that the All For One's little brother was locked up, However, when it came to the second and third users of One For All comes in, they were supposed to kill him, but they decided to help him out and reach their hands out to him. And because of that is the reason why they were beginning to fight against All For One in the first place, And it took many generations, and I mean many, many generations, to have One For All take down All For One, but All For One was not killed in the result, sadly, because Toshinori was unable to deliver that final killing blow. You get the idea. But that aside, we have to it that after the first user of One For All asked him about it, they say the second user asked the first, hey, can this boy really end all of this right now? Can he really end it all? And And therefore, like, Shigaraki, which is his last name, the first user One for All, says, of course, because if it wasn't for you bringing me out of that cell, I'll fight whenever I begin in the first place. So please, help this boy out. Help him draw out his full power to stop my brother once and for all. Eventually, they decide to, like, after being convinced by Yoriichi, they finally decide to give their support to Izuku. However, they warned him that things are about to accelerate very fast from here on out, so you best be ready, you know? And Izuku says he's got it, you know? Then we go to, like, another scene where Endeavor, Hawks, and Genius stop a group of crazy riots or villains, you know? And we get to see people complaining to them to get the hell out of here, which is very understandable. Everything's in shambles. Japan is lawless right now because what All For One did. You get the idea. But that aside, we have to it that, like, that things get a little bit more tough from here on out, because when this scene conversation with Genius, Hawks, and Endeavor is very, very important, because they talk about how All For One is after One For All, but they need Shigaraki, but All For One needs Shigaraki to do it, because Hawks believes that he has no hate, and that One For All, for you to take it or to even use it, you need to have a strong body, which apparently Shigaraki is about to have, or he does have. However, the thing is, All For One needed that hate in order to overwhelm the other users of One For All. That's just how, like, strong in defense mechanism it refused to yield is, you know? That kind of thing. And we have to it that eventually, that they had to stay away from Deku for a bit, otherwise things will get tough for him as well, which is understandable, because if other people find out or connect that Endeavor, Genius, and Hawks and All Might are working together with Izuku, people's going to be throwing stones and complaining to him as well, which is really, really annoying, honestly. But it's understandable how they are feeling right now because of what happened in the war arc. You don't know the aftermath or the after effects or the effects of the war is already taking shape right now, and look what's happening, you know? That kind of thing. And we have to it eventually that that Deku will later on be targeted by someone named Lady Nagant. We have to it Hawks warns Izuku or Deku that if you run into her, it's best for you to run. All I know is since All For One needs you alive right now, I cannot guarantee that one of them who could bring you in alive is very dangerous, and that is Lady Nagant. We get to see a certain scene about All For One making a deal with Lady Nagant, saying, hey, I want you to bring a boy in green to me, you know? If you do that, you can destroy this hero society. You despise it, you hate it, and you know this person that you're trying to take care of right now is actually in shambles because of the hero society. So, if you can help me out, I can give you something in return. And therefore, All For One decides to, like, give Lady Nagant something, which I will reveal later. However, what makes it very ugly right now about Lady Nagant is her sniping skills and her controlling trajectory of her bullets, you know? If it wasn't for danger sense that Izuku has, he would have been done for or killed right away. Etc. So, yeah. All I know is like Lady Nagant therefore reveals her other quirk that she's gotten from All For One, and that is Airwalk, which is very useful in a certain way considering that she could move and be mobile at the same time, you know, etc. In the air, ground, anywhere you can even imagine. And we all know how deadly snipers really are, you know, that kind of thing. That aside, yeah, pretty cool episode. Can't wait to see the next one in action, and it's going to be very amazing. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Ta-da!